So as we are propagating the not eating meat, but also the food is coming in different modes, right?
Yes.
Yes. Then Shivananda, you can tell us about the different modes of food.
Okay, so in Bhagavad Gita we learn that there are three modes of nature. Everything is in three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. If you're a spiritual seeker or someone who's spiritually inclined, you want to position yourself in the mode of goodness. So everything you expose yourself to, not just food, music, the way you dress, the layout of your house, it can either be in the mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance. So that's why you find, like, even in most religions, the religious leaders dress in robes, because they're in the mode of goodness, as opposed to, say, a businessman who's in the mode of passion and he's trying to work hard and all this and impress people, so he dresses a very nice, expensive suit. So similarly, if you want to make spiritual advancement, you eat foods that are in the mode of goodness.
Yeah.
These are fruits, vegetables, milk products. But even if they're vegetarian, they can be in the mode of passion if prepared differently. So especially we find very spicy food. It might be vegetarian, but if it's very spicy, it's in the mode of passion. So it acts to agitate the senses. Then you have food that is in the mode of ignorance, food that is not fresh, food that is made from meat, and especially meat. When you talk about ignorance, a lot of people, stika mshaona zile stickers, kumbe chips ni viazi, mtu ajui. So actually with meat, it's even worse, because people don't actually associate the violence with what they're eating, the violence to that animal. So you'll find people animal lovers, and they actually believe, I love animals, because they have a cat or a dog.
Yeah, I love my dog.
Yeah, but in actual fact, they are ignorant of the suffering that cows, goats, chickens, fish go through simply for them to eat. So meat is in the mode of ignorance. Not only that, but also the production process. Like, modern scientists are already talking about how inefficient it is to produce 1 kilogram of beef as opposed to 1 kilogram of beans or rice or anything else. So it's also inefficient in that way. And that's working in the mode of ignorance, you see, because a lot of our resources in the world go to feeding animals.
Yes.
Then we get a little bit of meat from, let's say you have an acre of land each, and one keeps animals and one grows crops, right? The guy who's growing crops will feed many more people over a longer period than the guy who has 1 acre and is keeping cows, but he still has to bring the crops for the cows to eat for such a long time before they can get meat. So in that sense, you have to be very careful what you eat, what mode it's in. So spiritual seekers and philosophers and thinkers, they always tend to go for the simpler, more nourishing food, which is always vegetarian.
That's on 3 modes of mature nature.
3 modes of nature.
Okay.